This is English for Grade 7. Produced by Tigray Education Bureau. Transmitted by Dimtsi Weyane Tigray National and FM radio satellites and social media. And also FM Maqala 104.4.
This is English for Grade 7, Program 4. Presented by Haftom Gabrayot. Hello students, I am pleased to meet you again. Students, in our previous lesson, we discussed about coordinating conjunctions. Today, we are going to learn about comparative and superlative adjectives on page 22 up to 24 of your textbook. At the end of this broadcast lesson, you will be able to 1. Define comparative and superlative adjectives. 2. Explain the difference between comparative and superlative adjectives. And 3. Complete sentences by using appropriate comparative or superlative adjectives. Dear students, before starting our actual lesson, please make sure whether you are fully equipped with new Grade 7 English textbook, notebook, and a pen. Are you ready? Good. To begin with our daily lesson, let me brainstorm you with some questions about adjectives. Please ready to write your answers on your notebook. Are you all set? Well done. Question number 1. What are adjectives? What are adjectives? Good. Adjectives are words that describe or modify nouns or pronouns in a sentence. They normally indicate quality, size, shape, duration, feeling, contents, and more about a noun or a pronoun. Adjectives usually provide relevant information about the nouns or pronouns they describe by answering the questions what kind, how many, which one, how much, and the like. Examples: 1. Deers are horny animals. 2. I have 10 candies in my pocket. 3. I love that red car. 4. I earn more money than he does. Having said this as an introduction, now let's take a deep look about the essence and functions of comparative and superlative adjectives. Please give me your right ears and try to write down main points of the lesson on your notebook. Are you ready? Great. Adjectives can compare two or more than two people, things, ideas, etc. When we make these comparisons, we use comparative and superlative forms of adjectives. Examples: 1. Mahlet is thinner than Samhal. 2. Gold is more expensive than bronze. 3. Russia is the widest country in the world. 4. COVID-19 is the most dangerous virus ever. According to the given examples, thinner than, more expensive than, the widest, and the most dangerous are adjectives used to compare two or more than people, things, and ideas. Students, now we are going to see in detail about the form and functions of these adjectives separately. Comparative adjectives. These adjectives are used to show the difference of two people, things, animals, ideas, etc. Comparative adjectives are formed by either er plus than for one syllable adjectives or more or less plus adjective plus than for adjectives with more than two syllables. For example, 1. Maqala is wider than Aksum. 2. Saba is more intelligent than Salam. Or Salam is less intelligent than Saba. According to the given examples, we added the suffix er and the comparative marker than after the adjective wide, because the adjective wise is one syllable word. Whereas, in the second example, we added more or less before the adjective intelligent and the comparative marker than after the adjective as intelligent as is more than one syllable adjective. Dear students, are you with me? That's good. Now, let's proceed to superlative adjective. Superlative adjectives are used to compare more than two people, animals, ideas, and the like. Superlative adjectives are formed by the plus est plus noun for one syllable adjectives, or the plus most or least plus adjective plus noun for adjectives with more than one syllable. Examples: 1. Samrawit is the most beautiful girl in our class. 2. Everest is the highest mountain in the world. Here, the phrases the highest and the most beautiful are superlative adjectives that are used to compare one with many. That is, Samrawit with all female students in the class and Mount Everest with all mountains in the world respectively. Dear students, having discussed this, now I'm going to tell you about some important rules must be followed in changing adjectives into their comparative and superlative form. 1. One-syllable adjectives generally form the comparative by adding er and superlative by adding ast. Example: small, smaller, smallest. 2. CVC or consonant-vowel consonant rule. Here, if one syllable adjective ends in a single vowel letter followed by a single consonant letter, the consonant letter is doubled before adding er or ast. Example: hot, hotter, hottest. According to the given examples, the letter T in the adjective hot is doubled before adding the comparative and superlative marker er and ast because of the CVC rule. 3. For one syllable adjectives, if the word ends with e, then only r will be added for comparative and st for superlative form. Example: wise, wiser, wisest. 4. For two-syllable adjectives, more or less is used for the comparative form and most or list for the superlative form. Example: pleasant, more pleasant, most pleasant. 5. Adjectives ending in letter Y. The Y should be changed into I, and then ER is added for comparative form and EST for the superlative form. Example: happy, happier, happiest. Certain adjectives have irregular formulas in the comparative and superlative degrees. That means irregular adjectives neither add ER or EST, nor more or most to form into their comparative and superlative forms. Rather, they follow their own exceptional rule. Thus, adjectives are called irregular adjectives. Examples: good, better, best. Bad, worse, worst. Little, less, least. Much, many, some. More, most. Far, farther, farthest. Dear students, I hope it is clear all about comparative and superlative adjectives. Great. If so, I'm going to ask you some choice item questions from the lesson we discussed before and write your answers on your notebook. Are you all set? Nice work. Question number 1. Ali is blank than Nahum. A. Old. B. Older. C. Oldest. D. The oldest. If you answered for the question number 1 is B. Older, excellent. Ali is older than Nahum. Question number 2. My sister thinks she is blank than me, but I don't agree with her idea. A. Most intelligent. B. Intelligent. C. More intelligent. D. The most intelligent. If you say C. More intelligent, great job. My sister thinks she is more intelligent than me, but I don't agree with her idea. Question number 3. What is blank river in Africa? A. The longest. B. Longer. C. The longer. D. Long. The answer is A. The longest. What is the longest river in Africa? Question number 4. Staying home is the blank way to prevent COVID-19. A. Good. B. Better. C. Gooder. D. Best. If your answer for question number 4 is D. Best, nice going. Staying home is the best way to prevent COVID-19. Last question. Pluto is blank planet from the Sun. A. The farthest. B. Farther. C. Farther. D. Farthest. The answer is A. The farthest. Pluto is the farthest planet from the Sun. Students, have you got all the answers? If so, you are really working hard today. Dear students, this was all about today's lesson. After this broadcast lesson, please do the exercises on page 22 up to 24, exercises A, B, and C on your textbook. Next week, we will meet with another topic, which is active and passive voice on page 32 of your textbook. Students, please read and come up with nice preparations on the topic with any one of your relatives at home. Thank you, students. Stay safe and see you next week. Goodbye.